The Robert Pattinson Batsuit is now out in the wild, which of course has us examining every little detail of this thing and comparing it to all the other movie Batsuits that have come before, especially the ice suit from Batman and Robin. In fact, that thing is, well, what is that? But the thing is, this thesis level analysis made us realize none of the live action Batsuits have quite nailed the look of the Caped Crusader. Some have come close, but the perfect movie Batsuit remains elusive. So we decided it was time to construct our own Batsuit from the pieces of everything that has come before. Are you ready? I don't know if you're ready for this, but if you are, to the bat poles, Robin! The utility belt. First things first, as much as we love it, the Adam West suit's spandex and satin design is just so different aesthetically from all the other movie suits. But we have to get some of the West bat magic in there somehow, and the utility belt is the only part that even remotely works. For one thing, it seems super functional, unlike most of the other ones out there. Like, it can actually hold stuff in it. Yes, even a backer chief for mourning the loss of Catwoman. The armor. Whereas the comics used to imply that Batman was just wearing a gray leotard with an amazing six-pack under it, and maybe a bulletproof vest or some kind of shielded lining, movies like Tim Burton's 1989 film help establish the idea that armor was more in order for the kind of work The Dark Knight does. So we're going with the '89 armor. The cape. Now, there have been some great capes in the movies, but the Batman Begins version has a crazy wingspan that also lets bats fly, while scaring the bejesus out of Gotham's criminal element while they're under the influence of Scarecrow's fear toxin. And yet, it still looks like it's made from an actual piece of material when it's just hanging off its wearer's shoulders. You call it memory cloth, we call it just comfortable. One note though, those little triangle things that connected to the suit have to go. Get them out of here. The gauntlets. Now we once again have to go with the Christian Bale Batman in this department, though specifically we're talking about the gauntlets from the Dark Knight's redesigned suit. Adapted from the gauntlets he wore while training under Ra's al Ghul, Bruce Wayne combined form and function with these stylish pieces, which also include fin blades that can be shot as projectiles as needed. Thanks for the tip, Roz. The boots. Now, we're not too precious about our bat boots, but they did tend to get overly complicated in some cases. Those Burton-era boots are actually custom-made Nikes, by the way. And of course, I would know that because I'm a sneakerhead. In fact, Ben Affleck's boots from Batman vs. Superman are pretty damn simple and evocative of the classic comics version. And no, they don't have ice skates in them. That's weird. What are you doing? So let's just go with those. The bat symbol. Now look, we're old school here, so we have to stick to the classic yellow oval for the bat symbol, which pretty much cuts our options down here. And the second Michael Keaton suit from Batman Returns offers the most elegant and simple of those choices. The cowl. The Caped Crusader's headpiece has been perhaps the toughest aspect to bring to live action over the years. The Keaton suit, as cool as it was, suffered greatly from the fact that Batman just couldn't turn his head. I mean, come on, man, you gotta look to the left and the right. This was a trend that would continue on the big screen for many, many years to come, which really isn't a great look for a fast and agile scourge of crime. Finally, Christopher Nolan's The Dark Knight figured out a solution by making the Batsuit out of plated pieces of armor, which gave its user more flexibility and movement. Now, of course, this cowl also has the eyes that can turn white like the comics look. So, bat bonus points there, boom! Still, the neck on that suit always seemed kind of thin for Batman, so why don't we just add that Robert Pattinson collar to the Dark Knight cowl? The colors. And lastly, everyone knows that Batman's whole deal is to strike terror into the hearts of criminals as a creature of the night. But you need just the right color balance and lighting for that. So let's adjust the tones here just a bit. A little more gray on the armor, give us a dark blue sheen on that cape, and yes, perfect! Say it with me, I'm Batman. What pieces would you use to construct your ultimate version of the Batsuit? Let us discuss it down below. And what do you think of our suit? Is it awesome? Is it good? Is it bad? Is it bad? Is it sad? I think it's great. For more Bat news, here's a video on why Ben Affleck left the cape and cowl behind. And for more news, Batman related or otherwise, keep it here on IGN.